Alright, here's what I was talking about. This is part of what they call, uh, the case number 16PR 01515, and the thing that they're trying to establish in the Circuit Court of the State of Oregon for the County of Columbia is a thing called a Notice of Motion for Order authorizing conservator to establish and fund a 42 USC 1396 PD 4A trust, and for a limited judgment appointing trustee in time for filing objections. Now, the reason they wanted this for my dad is because Michael O'Shea is going to argue with Gary L. Vision and his business lawyers that my dad avoided being put on Medicaid and having to pay the state back by using the VA. And what it says here is the state of Oregon is entitled to be paid back for all Medicaid assistance to the protected person from the trust funds unspent at the time of the protected person's death. Federal and state policy permit the requested supplemental needs trust planning. So they were trying to put my dad in an SNT and then have the house taken and everything and all, well, basically the house, and then they were going to say that I just get my grandpa's stuff in the future. And it also says there are no interested creditors to consider it. There's no public benefit lien or claim against the funds. It says a bunch of shit on this thing. It's just ridiculous. Let's see. It says here, Article 4. Okay, and then it's, Article 3. Purpose of the, we'll go 2.2, additional property. Should any person or the beneficiary later wish to add additional assets to the trust, such a transfer must be considered in light of the law on transfers at that time and may or may not be accepted by the trustee. Trustees shall have sole discretion to accept, refuse, or disclaim additions to the trust from any source. Upon acceptance by the trustee, the added property shall become subject to this agreement, which means basically if my mom dies and they put me on Medicaid, I have to live here until I'm dead, like Reed said, and then if this property gets sold, it goes to paying Tiffany and O'Shea back and goes to paying back my Medicaid and my SSD while I'm still alive if I just decide to move out of here. And then also Article 3, purpose of the trust. The purpose of the trust is to provide for the satisfaction of the disabled beneficiary's special supplemental care while still maintaining the beneficiary's eligibility for public benefits such as supplemental Social Security income program, SSI, the Medicaid program, and any additional similar or successor programs. In the administration of the trust, trustees shall make reasonable efforts to maintain the beneficiary's eligibility for public benefits. I don't need any of that shit. Matter of fact, it's Tiffany and O'Shea's job because they fucking lied and Karen Fabiano even said what they were doing was illegal. And then they're also trying to do this, a revocable nature of the trust, which is Article 4. This trust shall be irrevocable. A beneficiary shall have no right or power, whether alone or in conjunction with others, whatever capacity, to alter, amend, revoke, or terminate this trust agreement, in whole or in part, or to designate the persons who shall possess or enjoy the trust estate. Trustee is given the power to amend the trust as set forth below. The settlor expressly relinquishes all power to revoke, alter, or amend any provisions of this trust. I did not allow any of that. That's why I beat all this shit in court. The rights of the life beneficiary, Chad Boom, are preferred. This is Article 6. The rights of the life beneficiary, Chad Boom, are preferred to the rights of any beneficiary who takes after the life beneficiary's death. Trustee may exercise his/her discretion so as to distribute all income and or principal of the trust to accomplish the purpose of providing for the supplemental care of the life beneficiary. So basically it says that they could use my trust if I'm dead and then take care of somebody else and say like, well, if I write a will, that they only get this much income per month as opposed to just giving the person the whole amount of money. These people are bad news. There's a bunch of other bad shit in there. Oh yeah, where's the other thing? There it is. And they have a girl in the rain gardens in one of these things, and they said that it was exactly like hers. And the reason I believe it's like hers is because it says something about, it says like, okay, illustrative supplemental distributions. As used in this instrument, supplemental care distributions mean the following sorts of supplemental, non-support supplemental care services or items. They put one thing that I like in here, but really, this is me. Health plan premiums, deductibles and copays, music equipment and tapes or CDs, companion or sitter services. What the fuck is that? Play therapy? What am I, 5? Play therapy? The fuck is play therapy? Including horseback riding? So now I get to go join a fucking pony club? Yeah, I'm gonna go ride with the fucking saddle sitters club. I mean, are you serious? And then this is why I think they fucking put this in here, because they fucked up. They meant to put he, but they put her. Her needs gas auto maintenance companion to facilitate travel. Why the fuck would they put her? They were talking about that girl in the rain gardens, and that girl has a fucking job. So these people are just taking advantage of her. So what they were going to do is put my dad, they're going to say at the VA, and that my dad's other conservator in the VA scammed Tiffany and O'Shea, and that Tiffany and O'Shea didn't get the right to put my dad in, like, and on Medicaid and all that, and pay the state back for his Social Security he got from the military, when they were probably going to try and take that away. It's ridiculous as shit. But that is, and they also wanted this kind of trust for several people in Scappoose. And they need to put people in these kind of trusts. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, yet again, the white trash around my block, they wouldn't give a shit. Because who cares, you know? Who cares? Nobody cares. Right? I was also thinking, every time they say that nobody cares, you're taking a hit on a cop's daughter or son. I'm contracted with the police kids. I'm not just contracted with cops, I'm contracted with their children too, you fucking morons. It's kind of like when they wanted to take a hit on Ron Maruska's mom, and I didn't allow that to happen either. I made him take a hit on me. Kind of like when Addie and Keith and them thought they were going to take a hit on my cousin Rhonda's kids, Aaliyah and Mikey. So then I made him take a hit on me. But nobody cares. You know what I mean? Nobody gives a shit. And a lot of other fun shit. Fully going through this thing is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm glad I beat it in court. That would have been ridiculous. Now all I got to do is get with this new lady, Karen Fabiano, who's way better, and totally confused as to why they're trying to do some of this shit to me. Like I was trying to tell her, I didn't want to full-on tell her, but I mean, it's a scam. That's what they're doing. They're running a giant scam, and they're trying to use me to run the fucking scam, and I'm not allowing it to happen because it's ridiculous. But whatever. They obviously are not involved in my best interest. If I could have got a job and they said that I could have absolutely no money from that job at all, that they would have to be in full control of any bank account I had. And when they tried to take an authoritative position in front of Molly McCarter and in front of Molly McMiniman and Jim McMiniman, and say that they could put me on house arrest, and Jim and Molly were like, dude, you can't do that. So I'll have to bring that up to Reed and them tomorrow. Because, dude, that's just straight abuse. That's not allowing me to be independent or gain my autonomy. And the only reason they were going to put me on house arrest was because I was smoking pot and I had a couple beers, and not even at the house. Fucking ridiculous, dude. But whatever. I could always call Molly McMiniman and do a YouTube live stream of her remembrance of that great thing that Reed and Rebecca tried, so then Reed and Rebecca can't get out of it. These people aren't the police, man. That's just it, and they need to stop acting like they are. These people also do not have my rights from the past. They also need to fucking realize that, too. But whatever. Thanks to the coronavirus, I can't do shit, apparently, so I gotta start my YouTube vlogs. Crap. It is still funny to think that that's actually Michael O'Shea's argument, is this entire packet right here. That fucking my dad avoided that kind of trust from Michael O'Shea by using the VA. Because the prosecution and Norm Miller and Officer Barrett promised him it. Is apparently what fucking Dildo's gonna say. Fucking ridiculous. Like I said, Michael O'Shea knew that Doug Grayson was gonna get $4.1 million way back in fucking before I even went into court in 2000 when I was 12 years old. And he thought that fucking he could work with Norm Miller and Officer Barrett to like fuck with me and all these other people in Columbia County and then get their rights. And then that he would have immunity over all these people like Mikey Orr and all the other people out there that have mental disabilities, and then their parents are going to leave them stuff, and then you could like put them on Medicaid and do all this special needs shit that they never needed. And now all the people, like I said, that they said needed this shit are doing completely amazing. I'm the only one who's doing shitty. But like I always tell everybody, I have enough money to live shitty, so I kind of always have, so I just kind of live shitty. I like it. It's a nice life. I don't really like paying for things. I don't really like doing things. I don't really like having friends. No, I have enough friends. I don't need more friends. No, I can't even go see the friends I have. But yeah, apparently these people think they're cops. They're definitely going to get put in their fucking place. Good stream.